Hello, my name is Rhys Jenkinson, and I will be researching the conventions of music magazines. Main conventions of a front cover. Masthead. In most cases, you'll notice that the masthead magazine has been designed to be symbolic of what's to come in the magazine. This part of the magazine is usually the most consistent. The colour scheme of a magazine might change occasionally to accommodate for the different colours on the main image and have special seasonal issue. But the masthead always stays the same so that it becomes a recognisable feature that you can see and read clearly from a distance. Magazines just starting out tend to have the entire masthead completely visible, but more established and popular magazines hide it behind the main image so that it's still visible, but not as much because the layout of the picture will be recognisable to the consumer of the magazine that way. Main image. The main image on a music magazine is normally an artist or a band that features in one of the main articles in the magazine. The artist on the front is usually really popular, which attracts the audience to buy the magazine because if you're a fan, of course you're going to want to read up about the band/artist. The main image is anchored to the main cover line, which explains what the main image is and the article that it belongs to. This gives people an insight to what their favourite band/artist has been up to, or shows non-fans that these people are actually really popular and makes them wonder how good they actually are. This is known as a juxtaposition. Cover lines. Cover lines in magazines vary a lot. Some magazines show images with the description, some just tell you what it is. Just depends on the magazine house style. Only the most exciting and anchoring features will be on the cover as cover lines because it is those what people tend to read most, and the rest is sort of just a gift to them. The feature headline will be bigger, bold, and maybe a different colour, and any language sticking out in the description below will be the same because then people will notice it. Conventions of a contents page. Masthead. All magazines do their contents pages slightly different and make them unique to themselves in a way. Some do this using the masthead. Some will repeat the masthead from the cover page for continuity and hope it will stick for first-time readers and will have a masthead in the same style saying contents. Others will just put the contents masthead on the page and will make something else their own USP. Columns. The contents page is split up into 3 columns, 2 for the articles and 1 for the extras such as advertisements and editor's notes. The columns contribute to making the magazine look organised, professional and easy to navigate. There are usually 2 columns for the contents of the magazine, including small images related to the articles and a smaller column for things like an editor's note, competition information, or contact information. Page numbers. One of the most important features to a contents page is page numbers. These allow the reader to skim through the contents page to find an article that attracts them and immediately find the article in the magazine. This just has a certain appeal to customers who may be low on time, as they can look at the magazine knowing that they don't have to read all of the magazine to find something that they are generally interested in. Main conventions of a splash page. A splash page is used at the beginning of a feature on the double page spread before and acts as an opening or introduction to the article. The introduction will be short and snappy and gets the point across right away, but will share enough about the feature that people actually want to continue reading on the next double pages. The page is made up of one big image that is colourful and will attract the attention of the reader easily. The headline of the article is usually large and clear so that the audience can understand what the article is about immediately, with a smaller block of writing, the stand first, below the outline of the contents of the article. The small amount of writing means that readers are more likely to read it, and if they are interested, they will come to read the rest of the article. Main conventions of a double page spread. Main image. The main image covers the majority of the page so that the article is interesting to look at and is more likely to attract an audience. However, sometimes on a double page spread features, they don't always have just one main image. They are built up of several smaller images of the band or of each member to help categorise which part of the feature will be more interesting to the reader and could be categorised in it by artist. Main article. The main article is usually quite small so that it looks like there isn't much to read, so people are more likely to read it. The articles are either informative towards the band, or they'll just be an entertaining update as to what the band has been up to, for pleasure of the reader, so they have an insight to their life. Drop quotes. Drop quotes were highlighted quotes within the article to highlight specific answers or statements from the artist or band that has been interviewed. This makes the article easy to skim and also makes certain aspects of the article stand out and to attract the reader. Advertisement page. Adverts within the magazine are usually chosen to appeal to the specific target audience of this particular magazine that have been identified through the target demographic. For example, it would be pointless trying to advertise a takeaway opening in a woman's fashion magazine. I have decided to use Kerrang magazine to research the conventions of a music magazine, as my audience is similar to theirs. They also have a nicely set out magazine and everything flows properly, and I hope mine will do just the same.